And now their first meeting of the year comes on a glorious day here in the New York area. Underway with the New York Red Bulls in red and Atlanta United in the white and orange they call the King Peach. Lazy giveaway there by Martinez to his former teammate Kaku. Davis trying to find White in there. Royer couldn't control it. Tchaikovsky off the top of the bar.
This is what you want to avoid if you're Atlanta United. Casual as this ball comes to him. Tries to turn over his shoulder. Kaku's in a great play. He reads it. Comes into Brian White eventually. Just rolls it around the corner to Danny Royer. Doesn't quite get on that one. And the strike is just inches away. But these are the opportunities I thought Atlanta United would try and avoid today. Looking to play direct, especially when it's deep in your own end. Don't try and overplay. That's a really good look.
The Red Bulls team that over the last couple of years has been one of the best in the league, scoring from and defending against set pieces. PT's ball in. Royer was up for it to send it along. Just tie the record, doesn't just break the record.
4 goals.
Blasts past it. We'll talk more Wondolowski come up at halftime as the Earthquakes beat Chicago. Wonderful volley. And Sporting KC are winless in their last 7 games. Goals about a minute and a half apart for Houston coming back from Wayne Rooney, says the former Dynamo, 2-time MLS Cup winner to my right. Andreas Ivan trying to get around Nagy, able to throw a stiff arm now. He'll let a shot fly through traffic, and Guzan from Nani, 2 from Tesho Akindele after 3 consecutive losses for James O'Connor's men. And we've got a couple of games still to come later on this evening. Dallas and LAFC, the rematch after a couple days. In for PT Martinez, trying to turn on Davis, who got a foot in there. Got to look careful with that. How about Michael Parkhurst letting fly? Well, he's going to have a go. He has 1 goal in 290 career MLS game. About 40 yards closer.
Still waiting for another one.
From where he scored his 1 career goal in 2007 for New England against Toronto.
I think after that type of shot, you shouldn't ever shoot again. Just go out on that one. That's a beauty.
Should you retire or just not shoot again?
Just don't shoot again. Just say that's the only time I shot. I scored from half field. And pick and wait for your moments. Guzan just waiting for the Red Bulls to drop off a little, hits the direct ball, and they're trying to win that second ball, which they've done. So they have enough quality, John, when they do get the ball down and play it through guys like Nagby.
The difference was just that the Galaxy allowed us to play our style, as did Dallas, and so that was something that he and his coaching staff were very mindful of coming into this game. Royer directs traffic, get it in. Tchaikovsky nowhere to go with it. Second chance for Royer. Kaku now to the backside. White trying to hook his foot around it. And that will be a corner finally. For the New York Red Bulls team, as we said, this has been a hallmark since Jesse Marsch took over and then Chris Armas following on from him. It's Andreas Ivan to take this one. Kaku looking for plan B to hook that ball in. Amro Tark was in there, as was Parkhurst.
It took them a while to form that type of relationship on and off the field, but still trying to adjust to life under Pitti.
There's Royer now, a little pocket of space from Kaku's run. That ball was bending, but it came off Miles Robinson. Kaku once more. Royer trying to run in. Kaku on the deck. Davis intercepted by Nagby. Hector Villalba now continues to start for Ezequiel Barco at the U20 World Cup with Argentina. Royer trying to recover it, able to poke it away. Andreas Ivan weaving his way through. Royer tried to flick there, had it blocked, but now Davis has Murillo coming up the other side.
They've got to be careful here, though, the Red Bulls, John. This is a couple times now. Atlanta United are finding that first pass. And it's last-ditch defending.
Intercepted.
And something Chris Armas told us, says, we're comfortable being uncomfortable. You don't want to be that uncomfortable, though.
Villalba going to get there. Ivan trying to recover. Villalba cuts him back. Surveys his options, blasted in the midsection of Sean Davis. Parker there with the strength on Josef Martinez, and Tarek able to get it clear. Here's Allen for Josef Martinez. Amro Tarek was caught watching. Josef Martinez in on Robles, cutting back on Tarek, who's able to block it away from the seat of his pants.
Kamar Lawrence doesn't go all the way and press him, so he's able just to pick that pass. It's a great ball. So as much as that, I looked at that again, maybe his positioning wasn't as bad as I initially thought. I mean, there was no pressure on the ball, so maybe a yard or two deeper, but the timing of the run from Martinez to get him behind.
Kaku on the turn, looking to slip it in for Murillo. Gonzalez Perez intercepting it.
To be stronger. Just Elias Gonzalez-Perez, who has the advantage. He's coming from behind, but he just allows him to poke that away.
And now Fiala, Tarek missed it there. It skipped over the top of his foot. Maybe in the end he did just enough to keep Josef Martinez from sliding that through. Lawrence misread the flight of that ball, allowed him to get over his head to Gressel. Then Parker miscontrols it. Josef Martinez saved by Robles.
He's going to get the foul.
It's going to be a foul called just outside the box.
I'm okay with this call from Sabiga because as this one comes off, Parker's clearly has got arms all over. It's absolutely a foul on Josef Martinez, and although he gets a shot off, he's completely off balance in this moment. He's scrambling, so Robles makes the save. Oh, he's given a red card.
For a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity to Tim Parker.
I'm okay with this call from Sabiga because as this one comes off, Parker's clearly has got arms all over. It's absolutely a foul on Josef Martinez, and although he gets a shot off, he's completely off balance in this moment. He's scrambling, so Robles makes the save. Oh, he's given a red card.
Luis Robles went 3 years at one point of his career without allowing a free kick goal, getting himself set. PT blocked by Murillo, who's gone down. PT and Lorenowitz able to keep it. Nagby for Gressel. Blocked down by Shatkovsky. So Ivan being helped off. And the 6'4" Nealis comes on. A problem area for the Red Bulls. 5 goals allowed in the final 15 minutes of the first half this year. Only 4 goals allowed in the opening half hour of the first half in their games. A few more seconds here to create one more chance if they want or are able. Gressel crossing from deep. Josef Martinez rising up for it. Couldn't get it on target. Appreciates the effort, though, and that should be it for the first half.
Josef Martinez with among strikers that he'd worked with in the past, and talking about Luis Suarez representing that same type of hunger and desire to score goals the way that he is.
Back at Red Bull Arena, ready for the second half kickoff. New York Red Bulls playing down a man after Tim Parker was sent off in the 35th minute. Atlanta United trying to continue their MLS record run of 5 consecutive shutout victories. The last time, about a year ago against Toronto, they had an opponent set off. They only managed a draw. But again, it's different to have it be a first half red card. Here's Gressel now running forward. Josef Martinez trying to keep himself onside. And Royer, Kaku trying to return it. Touch from Robinson. Wide it goes to Lawrence. Kaku hooking it in. Murillo trying to get in there, rising up the back of Villalba. Royer then mishitting it. What does Atlanta have to do well to try to exploit this? As Villalba trying to get around Nealis, who came on as the sub to replace Parker. That ball stayed in play and gets it clear.
It was out initially, yeah. For Atlanta United to use these types of areas where they can get 2 against 1 with Escobar and Gressel. Great work, though, Royer.
Looking it away from Escobar. He's trying to send White running. You can tell those two just not on the same page. Last conceded a goal. Almost a month on the calendar. 5 consecutive shutouts. Chunk of this game, last few minutes of the game against Dallas. They lost at home. Gressel for Escobar, the return. Gressel running in. Shatkovsky couldn't do much with that. It comes along for Villalba. Through traffic, pulls it wide.
Can we just put them under a little bit more pressure?
Villalba, PT Martinez back to his feet from Nealis. And Nealis able to move his feet and make his second save of the game. But isn't that
feels
sort of
like 2 weeks ago?
I'm going to say this idea of the tempo, the pressure, the intensity from Atlanta, isn't that what we've been saying about them throughout the course of this season?
It is, but now there's even more emphasis on it that you're playing against 10 men.
Those two have been alternating in left back throughout the course of the season. Katie looking in. The Red Bulls are going to make a change up front. Brian White's going to be coming off here in a minute as Royer goes sliding through, couldn't get it. Here comes Josef Martinez now for Shea. Shea, early cross in, and that was PT Martinez
that's
there.
The one. That is the one.
And Chris Armas raved to us about yesterday. They've been loving his production, filling in for Bradley Ryan Phillips. He's off after 55 minutes, and on comes Tom Barlow, 23-year-old from St. Louis.
He ran Miles Robinson in behind. He's won his team a throw.
Kaku now lifting it in. Royer challenging Guzan, who's able to get a good confident catch there. Since the injured Wright Phillips, and they make the change for White here. Derek Etienne Son scored the game winner against the Galaxy, started Dallas last week. He's not even dressed today. And what the treatment plan is, it's stretched out longer than they originally anticipated, and there's no real timeline for his return right now. Josef Martinez. Long for Lorenowitz. Given the space to shoot, Lorenowitz will let it fly. See what happens. It's well wide. Second attempt, able to keep that away from Villalba.
Either teams are playing deeper against them or they're playing slower in possession. He's not the type of player that's going to create a half yard for himself. He's good when he has the game in front of him, a little bit of time on the ball, great crosser of the ball.
Fourth appearance now for Dion Pereira. It looks like they're going to flip their setup here. It'll be Kaku who's coming off. The center back will carry forward here. Finding the angle for Royer. He's got Barlow in the middle. Royer's cross. Barlow is there. Across the face, a goal! And it's in! First MLS goal in his second appearance for Tom Barlow. And the New York Red Bulls, down a man, have taken the lead against Atlanta.
Incredible. Because as this one comes to Royer, he's peeling away at the back post. He wants the ball. But that is past him. I mean, he has to go up and get it and then just pushing it back towards that back post. Brad Guzan has to come across. He's got to cover the near post. I mean, that is an absolutely fantastic header from Tom Barlow.
Martinez for Pizzi Martinez. It was Josef the first touch. It's paid off some hands. Villalba flying at it. Now he's down in pain. Play is still continuing even as some of the Atlanta players stopped. Andrew Gonzalez-Perez across for Dion Pereira. Working on Murillo. He's able to block the cross out for a corner. Second of the day for Atlanta. Get on the same page with the way this team plays. Tom Barlow, the latest example. They hold it on, though. Pizzi Martinez for Breck Shea. Shea will tee this one out. That ball was knuckling, but it ends up well wide.
Luis Robles will settle for those ones, and as will the New York Red Bulls. They've done a good job since they've gone up a goal of getting back, getting organized, getting solid defensively, and not allowing any clear opportunities.
Pretty quick succession here. Pizzi Martinez again playing, looking for Josef Martinez. Works through his body in. Villalba off the bounce and sent over by Tarek.
Another player for Atlanta United on the end of it.
Villalba setting up on the left. Pereira back to the right for Atlanta in the last few minutes. Royer under some pressure, able to win a throw. Mario Williams, the Gold Cup team for Jamaica 2 years ago, that along with Kamar Lawrence made the final. Hasn't been called up since September of last year.
Had 5 straight shutout victories in this league. You beat them with 10 men.
There's Dion Pereira now, Ray Murillo. He's able to prevent the cross. He yet another corner. Pizzi Martinez once again to take. He's out swinging ball looking for Shea. Finding Murillo instead. It's going to go the other way. It's going to be a foul against Shea for holding on Murillo there.
And one specifically, one that we called, John, where Orlando City had numerous chances to get back in that game. So you wouldn't say they have dominated every single game that they have won as part of this run, but you can't deny the wins that they've got. So this is a different version of the team from last year.
Shea across for Pereira. Gonna run at and around Murillo, and he has. Now the cross on the deck, backwards by Nealis. And Robles was scrambling for a moment. Villalba got Murillo up in the air. Murillo trying to recover to poke it away. Lorenowitz looking to hit it. Royer was there in time. No foul in any of that. Today's goal scorer wins the throw. This will take us into stoppage time. Pereira sneaking around Shankowski. He'll clip it in. Lorenowitz up there, up in the air. Robles coming again, and he collides. The ball is loose. And a chance for Lawrence to clear, but he couldn't. Mario Williams now. Back for Villalba. Pereira clipping it back in, looking for Shea. Robles, that time sure hands.
So I think when he comes charging into him,
There's the final whistle. Robert Dominguez called for it.
Oh,
Little bit of afters between Villalba and Lloyd.